Good evening, everybody. Julie here. Welcome. This video is on the 50 states of America, the people, the places, the history. And as usual, this is a box set that I got at Books A Million. And I thought it would be a cool, fun thing to do because, my bucket list just keeps getting bigger and bigger the more of these states we go through. But I thought it was a lot of fun to learn about the different states and to share it with everybody. And this book, and the author is Tim Glenn Jones, is the book and the card. It's just a very neat thing. It's a very educational if you have kids or teenagers that want to learn. So it's just a lot of fun. It really is. And I'm so enjoying all the places that some of you are listing and telling me about. It's really cool. So let's get started with today's journey. Today we're visiting North Carolina. North Carolina joined the Union November 21st, 1789. William Woods Holden said, "I love my state because her people have been good and kind to me, and because her sky is above my home, as it will be above my grave." And that is the card on the front. On the back, the abbreviation for North Carolina is NC. The nickname is the North State or Tar Heel State. The animal symbol is the gray squirrel. Population 10.4 million. Area 53,819 square miles. It's in the Eastern Time Zone, and it was the 12th state to enter the Union, and the capital is Raleigh. And this is the back of the card. Cute little gray squirrel on there. Okay, let's get to the reading. Did you know the 20 largest emeralds ever found in the USA were all found in North Carolina? The largest ever found in North America was unearthed in late 2003 at a mine in Hiddenite near Statesville. North Carolina can effectively be divided into two: the rural, conservative Old South and the urban, liberal-leaning New South. It's home to hog farmers, hipsters, and high-tech wizards, with vibrant cities such as Asheville, Chapel Hill, and Raleigh, and the majestic scenery of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Linville Gorge and Falls, and the Carolina Beach State Park. The state really does offer something for everyone. Disappearing colonist. It was a rather fine coastline dotted with lighthouses and some of the country's most beautiful beaches, protected from those treacherous Atlantic waves by a string of barrier islands called the Outer Banks. Within this protective arm lies Roanoke Island, where Sir Walter Raleigh set up the first English colony in America, and the first English baby was born on American soil. Virginia Dare was her name, and she disappeared along with her mom and dad and fellow settlers in one of the biggest mysteries in U.S. history. In Raleigh's initial attempt to colonize the place, King Charles II took an interest and named the region Carolina in memory of his father, King Charles I. Carolus in Latin for Charles. The colony was divided into North and South Carolina in 1710, and North Carolina was the first to vote for independence from Great Britain. High points. Halfway across the strait is the Piedmont region, where the continental shelf steps down and the rivers fall over the edge in a series of waterfalls. The largest of these is Whitewater Falls, which cascades a total of 811 feet, making it the highest waterfall east of the Rocky Mountains. Most of North Carolina's people are to be found in the Piedmont, in cities like Raleigh, the state capital, Charlotte, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and Fayetteville. Then you get to the mountains. Mount Mitchell, the highest peak east of the Mississippi, is in North Carolina, in the Black Mountains. If you want a really good view of the mountains, go to the Blowing Rock, so named because of the uprush of air from the Johns River Gorge below. Unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, Blowing Rock was very, very heavily damaged during Hurricane Helene. because this book was made before Hurricane Helene hit. It's not all about natural beauty, though. North Carolina produces things too: Pepsi Cola, Krispy Kreme donuts, tar. During the Civil War, it earned its nickname the Tar Heel State, allegedly from a comment made by Confederate General Robert E. Lee during the early history of the state. The terms Tar Heel or Rosin Hill were used as an insult for those who worked barefoot in the tar and pitch for binding ships. Timbers for their hulls, it was smelly, messy, and badly paid work, but common when the state was the leading producer of supplies for the naval industry. Carolina was the last state to join the Confederacy, but its soldiers, whom Lee called the Tar Heel Boys, earned a reputation for sticking power on the battlefield and turned an epithet into an accolade and an expression of state pride. First in flight. Back down on the coastal plain, the fertile soil has long been cultivated for tobacco, cotton, and sweet potatoes. It also gave the world the power of flight. Well, Orville and Wilbur Wright did when they completed the first ever controlled airplane flight in 1903, but they did it in North Carolina. Biltmore Estate. In Asheville, North Carolina, nestling in the Blue Ridge Mountains and America's biggest residence, the Biltmore Estate, with 250 rooms and 75 acres of gardens commissioned by millionaire George Washington Vanderbilt. It was completed in 1895. And that completes the reading, and I'm going to show you the one picture that's in here. The Bodie Island Lighthouse, Outer Banks, was built in 1872 and stands 156 feet tall. Hopefully that's coming through because I can't see it. And that's the end of the reading. That was a very short one tonight. I love North Carolina too. It's part of the Great Smoky Mountains, which I visit. So I have been to some of it, mostly in that area. I've traveled through some other places and traveled through different parts. It was greatly in the mountain areas during Hurricane Helene. So much devastation, and I promise you, I'm quite certain they'll never know how many people truly died. There's still people suffering there, and I pray that they're getting the help they need now. I am familiar with the Maggie Valley in Waynesville area that was affected. I've been there. Maggie Valley is beautiful. Cherokee, I don't think they were really affected too much by that. But the Blue Ridge Parkway, which I've only got to travel a little bit of, and Cataloochee Valley, which is just outside of Maggieville, it'll be years before I think they can get back up there. To get there was nerve-wracking. It's a twisty, windy road around the mountain. It's terrifying. But once you get up there into the valley, it's one of the most beautiful places ever. It really is. And I'm glad I got to see it 4 months before Hurricane Helene hit, because I may never get to see it again, because I don't know how long it's going to take to rebuild that road. Whew. It was already treacherous. I don't know how they're going to get a road back up there. But it's a beautiful, beautiful place. I keep on, Biltmore's on my bucket list, but it's very expensive to go there. So I haven't quite made it there yet. So I hope to go to Fayetteville eventually. I have family that lives there. And I've driven through Charlotte and some other areas, but it's a very beautiful state. In the mountains, there ain't nothing like the Smoky Mountains and the Blue Ridge Mountains. There's just nothing like the mountains up there. It's just a beautiful place. It's a different way. I don't know if it was Blowing Rock or Chimney Rock, which one of them were just totally just, I think both of them are there, but it's just, it was just, a lot of it was just destroyed. And it's funny because I kept on seeing Pensacola. I'm like, well, Pensacola's in Florida. Well, there's a Pensacola in North Carolina that's one of the harder hit areas, and I've been really following them story because I live in Pensacola, Florida, and I feel for them people. But it's just been, it's just been crazy. One of the greatest things to do to help those people is Samaritan's Purse has been so awesome about helping them here in Florida, just everywhere. Samaritan's Purse is an awesome organization that really, really is good at helping. So, but that's it. What are some places you like to visit? Because I know I have not seen everything in North Carolina. There are a lot of cool things. I really want to go to like Mount Airy. That's where the guy who what is the name of that? Opie and Andy Taylor. I just went totally blank. My dad watched that show all the time, repeat after repeat. I've seen each of them 100 times, and for some reason they live in Mayberry. The Andy Griffith Show. That's what it is. I was supposed to say. I know that I knew it. I was like going, I know that, but I'd love to go see that little town that is what the set's based off of. It would be really cool, and his birth home is there too. So it's really, really another one of the places on my bucket list. But there's so much there. The beaches there are beautiful. The mountains there are beautiful. They've got so much. They got beaches and mountains and everything. But it's just really, really cool. And I can't wait to get back up there again. Not going this year, not unless I get rich. Because we're going on a cruise this year. We're going to the Bahamas. So that's going to be fun. Never been out of the country. So it's going to be neat. But have any of you ever been on a cruise? Is it fun? My mother and dad used to go frequently. But I figured, I was sitting here thinking about what I wanted to see in the Smoky Mountains. And then I saw my mom reminiscing on all the old cruises that her and dad used to go on. And you said, I said, you know what? So I just up and told her, Mom, I booked a cruise and I paid the deposit on it. So we're going on a cruise. And this is how much it costs. So we're working together to get it paid off. So I thought it would be something good to do for her, and I hope that it brings her some joy and happiness. I really do. But all right, I've wandered on too long. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things that help make this channel keep growing. Also, check out the other videos. We're doing the Bible recap. We're reading the Bible in a year in chronological order. I sell Avon, so there's going to be some Avon videos coming out. We have a couple Temu orders coming. My mother's been on a Temu kick lately. I don't know. I don't have the money to order as much as she's ordering. Since I do everything for her, she's like, okay, get this, and get some stuff for yourself. And I'm like, yay, I get some too. But I'm trying to save money, not spend it. So, but I missed a lot of work getting my knee fixed. So I'm like, I'm trying to catch up. And we have inspirational videos, traveling videos, some reviews, and The Chosen is coming soon, just a couple weeks away. I'm so excited. Season 5. How many of you are Chosen fans? And then my child advocacy videos, the most important ones. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to go on and on about it. I'm fixing to make a video on it. So make sure to tune in for that, because we all need to watch out for the children. I thank you so much. God bless you all and have a wonderful night. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.